The longer you stick around in the crypto industry and really dig deep into protocols, dApps, and certain ecosystems, the more likely that you will catch the next big thing very early on before the masses do. The game in crypto is to kind of front run the masses and not to chase the pumps. I know a lot of people out there, they're always chasing the pumps. They're buying things way up at the peak instead of just waiting and say, okay, what is potentially the next big thing? What is the next narrative? Where do I put my research efforts into? And in today's video, I want to share 4 brand new projects that have not even launched, but they are about to launch within the Cosmos ecosystem. As you guys know, I'm focusing this channel mostly on Cosmos, Atom, Cosmos ecosystem projects, and all these kind of things. From the past couple of months of my research and me being part of the Cosmonaut community, I've learned so many projects that I'm extremely bullish on, that I'm extremely excited about, but they have not even launched yet. Now imagine you could catch Aave before it launched. Imagine you could catch Balancer before it launched, or any other major DeFi application in the Ethereum ecosystem. Imagine you could just invest into them the day it came out. Now, if you're excited to learn about these projects, then make sure that you subscribe to this YouTube channel, number 1. Number 2, like this video, share it with 1 or 2 friends. And number 3, also make sure to watch the entire thing. The first project that I want to bring up here is Umee. I also had the founder, Brent Xu, on my channel a couple of weeks ago. He has an incredible track record in the crypto industry. He worked for Consensus, he worked for Tendermint. He was around at the time when the DAO hack happened on Ethereum, right? He was in the room with Joe Lubin, with Vitalik Buterin and all these guys for a couple of weeks locked in trying to resolve this. So Brent is an OG in the crypto industry. He has a lot of skin in the game, a lot of experience, and is now working on Umee. And Umee is a cross-chain DeFi hub on Cosmos. Basically a money market within the Cosmos ecosystem. It's kind of like a cross-chain DeFi hub that enables cross-chain lending and borrowing, staking, and all these kind of cool things where you can put your money to work, where you can put your coins to work for you and earn additional yield. So if you want to learn about this, also the timelines, they're right now finally in their testnet phase now. I think towards the end of the year, they're planning to launch. So you can read about this project here on the website. It's also natively integrating IBC, their inter-blockchain communication protocol, and it's also implementing the Gravity Bridge to connect to Ethereum, right? So a lot of cool things, a lot of core technology from Cosmos that is implemented here on Umee. And Brent, being a former Tendermint employee, obviously helps with that, right? Obviously proves that he knows how this technology works, and he's convinced of it for so many years. By the way, also at this point, please watch my entire interview with Brent on my channel, and also watch the one on the DeFi Times YouTube channel, because these boys have also interviewed Brent, so that you get a really full 360 of Brent's journey, of Umee's journey, of Cosmos technology, IBC, and all those kind of things. Now, one core thing that I think a lot of people in crypto will love, especially content creators, YouTubers, and also investors, is this list of investors, which is absolutely nuts. This is crazy. You have Polychain Capital, you have Coinbase Ventures. I mean, what more do you want to kind of like kickstart your project? You have Alameda Research, right, which is the investment arm of SBF and FTX, CMS, Consensus from Joe Lubin, who is one of the co-founders of Ethereum. This is Brian Kelly, right, the guy who also invested, I think, in the seed round on Cosmos itself, but he's also a big shark on the kind of like celebrity investor side of things, I would say. And then Tendermint, obviously. So this is a crazy mix of giant players that have a lot of experience, skin in the game, lots of capital, large networks, and all these things. So if you want to learn more, you can subscribe to their email newsletter. You can follow them on Medium. You can follow them on Twitter, right? They're also pushing out a lot of content here. Brent is also speaking at Persistence 1 Cosmos season event. And by the way, Brent is also coming to Cosmoverse in Lisbon. So he's one of the speakers at our event, which is something that I'm really proud of and really excited about. So follow them here on Twitter. Umi is in a great spot to become the Aave plus compound for Cosmos. The second project I have to mention here is Atmos, right? And Atmos was previously called Ethermint. They had some, I think, trademark things to clear up, so they rebranded entirely, but I love it. Atmos is obviously EVM, so Ethereum Virtual Machine, and Cosmos, right? So it's a mixture of both names, because that's the core of their project, right? So Atmos is a project that I think started already a couple of years ago, 6 years ago, or 4 or 5 years ago maybe. But then it has been paused for a bit, and it got revamped, I think, late last year, early this year, through a Cosmos Hub governance proposal to allocate 100,000 atoms, which at the time I think was what, I think Atom was like $10, $12 or something like that. So it was probably a million, 1.2 million. Now it's obviously a lot more, but they have also put in a lot of time, development, human resources, and all those kind of things into this project. And also, big update here, the testnet is now live. So you can actually play around with it. You can put your Atmos address here on the testnet, and then you can claim, get some tokens, 1 photon per request per day. So that's something that you can play around with. And it's one of the most highly anticipated projects, I think, of the year in Cosmos. It's the next wave of DeFi applications, which are cross-chain, also IBC enabled, because IBC is just a new standard. And the more projects like this implement IBC, the more valuable IBC gets, the more of a no-brainer IBC gets, right? I had Emin Günzero, the founder of Avalanche, on my channel. They're thinking about implementing IBC. And as you see more and more of these baller established projects, but also new projects, when this comes together, I think at one point, IBC adoption will scale really, really fast and escalate pretty quickly. Now, what I recommend you to read for sure is this article, Atmos.blog, Atmos testnet is live. Here is explaining everything. This came out on October 12th, 4 days ago. And that's when the testnet went live, right? So here's some of the alpha leaks that they also dropped here in this article regarding the tokenomics. I also had Federico Kunze, who is one of the co-founders of Tarsis, which is the company behind Atmos, here on my channel. Please watch that interview as well. We talked a lot about this from, I think, a couple of weeks ago. And they already teased back then that there's potentially going to be an airdrop for Atom holders, participants, Cosmos participants, something like that. And there's some progress here that after some discourse on crypto Twitter regarding standard airdrops last week, we will be trying something that hasn't been done before and align long-term incentives and give more to the general community. So there's going to be an article probably pretty soon regarding an airdrop or regarding a stake drop or regarding, I don't know, early supporters from the community, maybe people who voted on the governance proposal to give them the funds. I don't know. This was very early also in my journey, so I'm not sure if I would be even, receiving anything. But I don't know. Maybe we are. Free tokens is amazing. If not, then I'm still equally excited about Atmos to launch. Another thing that they dropped here, Alpha League wise, is staking derivatives, right? So this is something here in the article that Atmos will support the ability to convert ERC20 assets onto Cosmos SDK-based coins and vice versa, which will enable EVM smart contracts to support Atom, Osmo, and so on. This will have the ability for the EVM module to talk to other modules such as staking. So staking derivatives are going to come also through Atmos now, right? We've seen it. First mover was probably persistence with P-Stake that I have covered multiple times here on my channel. And they're doing great. Their TVL on SushiSwap is exploding right now. I think 6-7 million already. And now we see Atmos joining the party, and we'll see more and more players joining the party. And then we'll have this explosion of adoption and user generation. So that's something that I'm very excited about. Check out this article. Check out Atmos, project number 2. The third project I want to bring up is Tgrade. Tgrade, I just had one of the co-founders here on my channel, Michael Warner. He has decades of experience in traditional financial markets and institutional space. And Tgrade is basically a more of a regulatory compliant blockchain, right? This is kind of like Cosmos for institutions, Cosmos technology for institutions. What they're trying to build is a blockchain that is makes it easy and safe for institutions, but also for individuals in the end of the day, to build financial products and to also access them and play around with them and use them, right? The thesis here is that, and I know a lot of people are like, man, why do we have to be regulatory compliant? Don't we want to get rid of the guys in suits? But the reality is that DeFi has seen such a huge growth. But the thing is that a lot of this is unregulated, right? And we've seen rug pulls upon exit scams, where retailers in the end of the day got wrecked really, really hard. Now, one cool thing that they already have that you can play around with it, and potentially also that you can later redeem for actual tokens, because the chain is not live yet, is to go to the Tgrade app. So you can join a trusted circle here, and you can also create one. I haven't done this yet. I don't even know if it works. And there's also an exchange where you can swap tokens. So that's something that is really, really exciting, right? And what they do basically with this test app is to onboard the first users and to also reward them, right? So what they have is what's called kind of like engagement points that you can collect by using the platform, using the exchange and those kind of things. And then potentially you can redeem them for actual tokens, right? So Tgrade, definitely something to check out. They're also going to launch in the next couple of months, so put that on your radar. The last project I want to mention here is the Strange Clan. The Strange Clan is an absolute killer project. They're just shipping and delivering almost on a daily basis. It's absolutely crazy. And it's basically an NFT game built on Cosmos technology, running on Akash for the computing. So it's actually applying Cosmos technology. It's not just, oh yeah, we love Cosmos technology. No, we use Cosmos technology. And the founders are actually brothers. I don't know if there are more founders to it actually, but Lex and Ariel, they're two brothers. They also have a podcast that I have been on recently. And they're just super cool, really engaged. And what I love most about this is that they're not actively listening, but they're actively involving the community. So really, really, I think the best strategy that you can do here is to involve the community in this project and execute upon that, right? So the Genesis, they have like different towns, different villages, different characters, right? You can already see some of them here. The actual launch was yesterday on October 15th with the first town and the first 5,000 characters that were given out to a whitelist and also through a Dutch auction. So that's really exciting stuff. And there's going to be farming opportunities coming later this year. There's also going to be different towns. There's going to be a marketplace for it, crafting, questing, lands, and it's absolutely amazing. So Strange Clan, in my opinion, which is, by the way, powered and created by Passage, that's the company behind it, in my opinion, has so big potential to go viral also outside of the Cosmos community, right? I already see a couple of YouTubers picking up on this and other content creators looking into this. So Strange Clan, check this out. And by the way, in that context, I also have to mention Stargaze, which is another project that is about to launch because it also deals with NFTs, and it's going to launch also very soon. They're also launching with an airdrop. This was confirmed by one of the co-founders, Shane, that I recently had on my channel. So check that out as well. I just wanted to mention both of them because they both deal with NFTs. Strange Clan is an NFT game, whereas Stargaze is more of an NFT marketplace. But anyways, those projects are coming out, and they're coming out with a bang, right? Some of them have airdrops. Actually, many of them have airdrops. So you can get hands on free tokens if you already hold or stake Atom, which by the way, I always recommend to people. They ask me, what should I do with my atoms? Should I put them in a pool? Should I put them here? Should I put them there? My strategy is to just have 60, 70, I think 70, 75% of my atoms natively staked through Kepler on chain, right? And then with the rest, I'm in the SIF chain pools, I'm in the osmosis pools, I'm now also doing a little bit of liquid staking on a P-stake, right? And there's going to be more opportunities almost by the day where you can put your atoms to work for you and provide liquidity on new exchanges, right? So really exciting stuff that's going on here. The Cosmos ecosystem is flourishing, it's coming to life, the IBC adoption is exploding. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, share it with some friends, and we'll see you in the next one.